Fucking coach,
$50,000 prize pool. It's pistol round time. Golden Boy Gaskin, take it away.
Oh, what a time for us to actually start this one off, as Sinatra actually found Sabrosa, but just out of the gate, the trade was there. Hayes and Drone, they got aggressive on this defensive pistol. I love it.
Oh boy, I mean, if this is anything to go by, just
punch him in the face.
Getting in the face and saying we are not even going to allow you to strategize whatsoever. We are going to take any of that information, any of that slow play away from you and deny it instantly.
Mike's not quite at the site yet, though. Dapper with that kill. Should actually give the prompt here for them to actually bring the spike in. Now, Haze of the Showers could be a problem for them, and it is going to come to fruition there. Kill.
Get him, Cutler.
They blocked lamps, but
cut him off.
Actually held back in defender side. I love that, because they assumed that there were going to be lamps, but they weren't. They actually went back to defender and then came back in.
I mean, Moses asked us about confidence, about momentum. Well, that's one way to steer it in your favor, is just to flash out mid and just take any sort of pressure off of yourselves by winning those early engagements.
All right, let's not get eco, boys. Come on.
Pistol round, and should guarantee
sick
yourself
and tired of us losing the fucking eco rounds and shit. Pick it up.
And this is well, if there's anything to go by, that's one thing that TSM did very well yesterday, right? Is they were very aggressive and they kind of took the game to Sentinels. They didn't allow Sentinels to maybe kind of
break the curse
and craft their strategy as much as they're used to. And now Sentinels are going to use their drone to push through middle, but Wardell already there on top of truck, just being such a nuisance.
Yeah, he got loads of value there. And an aggro push towards Showers too, and the triple smoke is going to come down, but Hayes emerges from that shower, and now that means that they do not have any kind of chance here. And all the players from Sentinels just get obliterated, leaving Dapper alone to look at his camera. I'm glad you have a great rotational mechanisms inside of there, man. It's awesome.
Just make sure it's nice and lubricated so you can look in every single angle, as there is going to be the last player spotted. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, just all the cogs inside. Make sure those wheels are turning. GB, of course, as Dapper will manage to get one and drops a teabag. Okay, yeah, I'm already in love with this series. I'm already in love with these two teams.
Respect Dapper. Respect. But it ain't enough, bitch. Get the fuck out.
Teabag to make you fall in love with this series, because this has been incredible. Now, out of the gate, bear in mind that because they lost that pistol round at the beginning, it was going to be challenging for Sentinels to try and make a play happen. But this actually starts when they go over to Showers. So they send two into Showers. I believe it was Drone and Hayes go that way.
When you're on a main screen like this, dude, make the most out of moments. You know what I mean?
Engage in the fight. So I think that there was just a brilliant read there, and even smarter is how Sinatra anticipated that Wardell might push this and then played around that slow orb.
Let's get it. Come on.
Yeah, I think we saw how confident Wardell was in previous maps, not just today, but yesterday as well. And I think Sentinels will do very well to deny that.
Boys. Come on, pick it back up. Get a pick.
Their weaponry isn't too great. Just 3 SMGs and a Bulldog, and Sentinels need to take advantage of this. And if they can have a flawless round,
it's an eco round for us still.
That would be a great way to get back into this one. TSM should still have a decent amount of money. It was, of course, just the op that was purchased, and really chipping away at the total for Wardell.
They don't commit. Not yet, at least. They're waiting. Giving them an opportunity to push and rotate around.
Who is he?
But I think that maybe this is exactly what they wanted. It plays right into their hand, because they'll bring this one wrapped around over toward long. Sinatra made a mess of noise inside of Hookah, but Hayes is waiting for this one here. They got a lot of time to rotate around, but Shazam still manages to get the kill, even though Hayes was looking right down his sights there. Now these two players are going to be inside of the site, but Cutler, brilliantly
Get their guns out. Get their guns out.
As he was the one player that needed to just try and slow this thing off. But the time is ticking. It ain't going to be much of a problem, though. Shock Dart doesn't connect. Drone is looking to make this one into a play, but Shazam cleans him up. And that will be Sentinels managing to pick up their first in that third round, that awkward third round.
Yeah, it means that Sentinels did quite have quite a lot of damage done to their economy. TSM doing well to take guns off them. So we can see a Bulldog there, half armor and a Phantom, and half armor and a Phantom. Whereas for TSM, they're going to be a little bit more healthy. Of course, Wardell was the only one who bought up and he got that op. So they're still going to have 4 rifles. So I guess we've got the 4 rifles plus a Bulldog, plus the 4 rifles plus a pistol. But if Wardell's able to pick up a kill, maybe he'll get closer towards that ultimate.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, and he got it.
There we go. Just needed the orb.
He picked that up instantly. He ran right for that, and no one was actually there to stop him. Goes to show how important it is to play for those orbs, because he can actually save some money and then obtain the ultimate.
Good spray.
Zom's
a little bit of armor off
behind the box.
We take
those.
those.
I think that drone may have peeked over. And with that orb picked up, Faze will now get orbital strike. So job well done for them as well on Shower. So everyone got what they wanted. They're going to be prepared for this one.
If TSM have done their homework, they'll know that just keeping Showers away from Sentinels is a good thing. I mean, like, in general, keeping Showers away from a Brimstone is always going to be the best idea, because you need to get into Showers with Brim if you're going to be able to split up that site with the smokes effectively. Smoke off Heaven, for example. You can't smoke it off as effectively if you're trying to push through short. So that's why we're seeing this kind of back and forth in Showers.
Okay, well, now Orbital Strike is going to be used, and that's going to break up some of these players. Now, Faze, as he bursts out, gets a kill. Yeah. Check the corner there. Drone gets 2.
Hold.
I have this. Just they at no point knew that he was there. They knew that the one player was going to be playing in Showers because that player
little tag.
Shazam tag. But they knew that player destroyed the camera, so they got that intel. But the fact that they had the wherewithal to do that, and now they also will get this plant off in the nick of time.
That's all right. We'll play the retake. Let's go, boys.
So many annoying little places for those.
Not if he peeks. Come on.
Shazam had just no chance there. They bursted through, and they're gonna let him know who's boss. But that was just
sorry. Too much
working was awesome.
Look at Doughboy
expect from your
on top of the leaderboard, baby. 6-1.
Battle as well. I think
playing exactly the way I told him to. Let's go, baby.
A chance, if I'm completely honest, but just went for the early peak. But Drone just doing huge things here in bathroom. And if TSM can lock Sentinels away from bathrooms,
3 for,
and that would be huge.
Yeah, no, it was Drone that made that Herculean play. But even then, I mean, it's still amazing. Also, Cutler's camera placement and trap wire placement is also just been a
numbers all across the board, big ones. Rosa, pick it up.
So they get the orbs that they want.
Come on.
This goes here.
They managed to accomplish those mini tasks that they set out.
They're on an eco round here. We got the money. We got the advantage. We wipe them out. Be careful, though.
Sentinels, if they can get the spike down,
we need this round. Big round.
Possibility of orbital strike plus Molotov to try and stall out a round.
True.
They've gone for early presence in Showers as well, maybe to try and use this utility to their best ability and get those smokes onto site. Something they weren't able to do too successfully last round because of Drone and the positioning he had.
Well, Drone's positioning here can also be a problem. 2 players inside of that shower area. They have not gone in for it. Dueling drones as well, as you see on the mini-map. But Drone is still going to be waiting this one out. He has that Hunter's Fury waiting in the wings in case they look to get onto that A site.
All right, come on. Here's what's going to happen. Sandal's going to burst A. We're going to shit on them. We're going to secure the round. Win the next one, too.
2, blocking any vision.
I'm going to watch this round with my eyes closed. Ready?
As well, just in case there is going to be that bathroom's push.
Nowhere to run.
They see them. All right, well, Drone waited. Now Shazam, Hunter's Fury, does manage to pick up the kill there, but his teammates actually die, and then he waits for the opportune moment for it, forces him back. He's actually doing the process of elimination here. He tagged over in front of the U-Haul and then went a little further to that cubby. The Wardell kill there is basically just going to lock this round up. 20 seconds remaining. They're stuck on the bench with frenzies. There was some investment in this round, but just no time for them to be able to make anything happen here. They know exactly where Zombs is, and Stick is basically not going to be long for this world at 1 HP. And
what I say?
The TSM waited for that moment for the Hunter's Fury. Because he knew that they were just going to go for the smokes, and it was a great read from Jerome, who's been having a good start.
How
to
many
this
more
game,
rounds we
Gaston.
want, baby?
It was a shame,
How
really,
many
for
more we
Sentinels as
want?
well, because I feel like if they were able to get that spike down, and if the Brimstone was able to get off the site, if Zoms was able to get off, then he would have been able to have that orbital strike, have the molly, and maybe they would have been able to make something of that eco round with the amount of utility they had to offer. But it's back to a buy round again, and it's going to be a big B push in hookah here from TSM.
Woo! It's hot! It's hot! It's hot! Come on!
I did not expect that at all, and Sinatra certainly did it either. He had
Fighting
no
back
time
and
to be able to
forth.
get out of that hot
Sick
hand.
dead, drone
Still
dead,
trying to get
Dapper
across
to
the map,
drone.
Pick up a kill. Dapper also is
What's
gonna be
happening?
there. Good for one. Now it's just going to leave Cutler inside. Having
What
to deal
was
with three
that?
Members, but
Ref!
Shazam's going to make quick work of
You
him.
see that
Only
frame
player left
skip?
alive will be the Brimstone for TSM.
What just happened?
That was bullshit.
Yeah, like, because both players, or both teams, had the same exact idea. Send it over to short. That was it. It was the same thing.
Insane push from TSM. Like 4 people down. And actually, Sentinels did very well to respond to it. Constantly pushing in for the trade. Both teams fearless. And it was trade after trade after trade. But in the end, Sentinels just had that one extra, which allowed them to get the round, really, because they were able to get the player advantage in the end. I mean, if that showstopper had gone off, like,
We should
that
have
could
backed off
been
right after that
3,
one.
maybe even 4 kills.
Too much.
Pre-patch, definitely, but post-patch.
Get the one back off. Why don't we
the
take
neural
control of that
theft, too,
shit? Come
was-
on.
If you see right there,
What are we doing?
once that neural theft went up
It's not
and
the
they were
play.
exposed, they actually had to like go back because they knew that they could have actually been seen and sprayed through all the smoke that was actually a play.
I love this from TSM, just like trying to play against the norm, trying to surprise Sentinels, not allowing Sentinels to get into any sort of comfort zone, and they'll be a little bit annoyed and probably kicking themselves that they gave that round
you
away
got
to
to
such
be
a
kidding
fashion,
me.
but so much respect for actually going for it. The orbital strike will be fired and allow presence now up B long
Oh,
for
come
Sentinels.
help. We need milk. We need milk.
That shot
Oh!
was wild, and this
Come
play
on!
Rose is even more insane. 2 more
Big
kills as well
bodies.
for Wardell and Cutler.
Hello?
It's just going to be Zoms. But even though
3v1.
Zoms is alive,
Let's
I mean,
get
this
it.
man managed
Rosa,
to pull off
big
a
play.
near miracle
Do
with
it again.
barely any health and
Want
on
6 more of
split
those.
earlier on. Knows where one is. If he can get this kill, but he's not quite sure where that other player was going to be hanging out, and that was the mid. So once it threw him off, he swung for
Yeah,
it.
that wasn't a miss. That was a
That
goddamn
shock
technical
dart-
difficulty.
I thought that shock dart
Should've
would
been
have
dead.
been like just
Frame
the
skip.
end of that round, or maybe just been enough of a problem for TSM to have to deal with.
100%.
It landed perfectly where Wardell was bailing.
Did you see
The
it?
speed of these rounds as well, Alex. I mean, TSM are just saying to Sentinels, look, if you don't push somewhere fast, we're going to push you. And if we catch one of you off guard, then suddenly we take that. We can go back on ourselves, and we've got that advantage. It's going to be another kind of B split push at the moment, just with the lurk over towards A. And it's going to be aggression from TSM, but this time, Sentinels, wise to it.
Cutler managed to get that one shot there on Sinatra, who
Close,
was flying
close.
high in the sky.
Okay,
That was
reset.
going on. Wardell was there to have his teammates back.
3v3. Just
Still
hold.
goes online for
Oh,
him. They
fuck.
will utilize this res because they got on the side, so you might as well just make the play happen and pull up this win. TSM now with a Brimstone ult that they can
Yep,
actually
take
work
advantage of it, come
around
on.
with in case they want to try and force them off.
In the corner.
Some smokes
Bang.
are actually going to be coming in the favor of TSM. I think no, he's actually going to go for the orbital strike instead. He's determining where this is going to go, and he's waiting for that. Oh man, that was a good one. It's going to be on
Wait,
Elbow,
what?
forcing him further
Elbow!
inside of the defensive side there.
Huh?
But they were just a little too crafty, and that's
Are
going to
you
give
fucking kidding
Sentinels
me?
there the win.
Sentinels with the thrifty. I mean, just being able to burst onto that site, getting those 2 kills, blocking off the vision with
If
the
no
smokes
one's
at the same
exiting
time.
fucking
And
elbow, who
post-plant
the hell?
positions, I mean, they were a little bit funky, but they made them work because they faced together at the right times. The orbital strike in the end, probably not in a desirable position. If they had waited a second and maybe got that information from the
I need to check the fucking strategy
Sova
book. Hold
dart,
up.
might have been able to pick up a kill or 2, but props to Sentinels
and
for
I-
making that work.
And I understand why they did the orbital strike at elbow.
Texas twist them.
But
Come on.
in the pistol, the fact that 2 players were
Let's go. Let's go.
At that wall was so good. Now though, as this round continues onward,
We're
they'll
down.
open things up with a shot, but will be blown up there by Sinatra. A few satchels as well as the shot with the Phantom. Sabrosa now waiting for these players
Big.
to push forward here. A
Here we
clean
go.
shot, one tap, one dig, looking for another, but it ain't gonna come here.
All right, 5-4, 5-4.
Quick round, a quick round.
I mean, the quickest 9 rounds I think I've ever seen on Bind. Like, both of these teams,
3 more.
I don't know if it's
Let's
just a
take it.
case they want to get this game
8-4.
over and done with, or they just don't want to allow the other team to have any sort of room to breathe. But they are right down each other's throats at the moment.
And it's all it be. It's all it be. They're going right
Well,
forward
let's buy
every
up.
single time. They bully whoever's
Buy up.
going to
We
be
got
watching
guns
the
online.
hookah doorway. Force them back
For those
over
broker
inside
than a
of
joke,
the
but
site,
that's
and
okay.
they
He's gonna
keep
do some
on
fancy
doing
shit with his
it,
blades.
And they go at it with a tenacity and speed that it's very clear.
Run the play.
TSM were just not quite prepared for it.
Joke's over.
TSM are doing exactly the same thing on the other side, and there's a showstopper that's available for Sinatra now, so I imagine it's going to be similar pace.
Huge.
Sabrosa using an ult of his
It
own
ain't
with the
shit.
run it back. Sinatra will get spotted out. Can't connect with the showstopper, but he is on the site here.
Oh, baby.
Oh, Cutler, what a sneaky
Oh,
guy.
baby.
I mean, like, he was waiting for that one. And the trap wire placement, brilliant. No one was wiser to it. Sabrosa is going to be inside of this TP room, though, which is pulling this attention away from Shazam, keeping him focused on that room. It's like the fear of God. He knows that there's just no comfort for him, because once those doors
Wait, what?
open, he has to worry about it.
Huh?
And that is exactly what TSM are just going to be banking on.
The fear of the Lord.
They've surrounded Sentinels here, though.
True.
It's going to be very difficult for them to do anything in a 2 versus 5.
And actually bait the door open, too.
Just want to try and do a little bit of damage here to the economy if they can, and I mean, Sinatra is the kind of player who can
Yep.
do so, but doesn't get the spray down. Shazam knows someone's in that teleport as well, so he's terrified.
Frame up.
He actually
Light
did,
him
it. He
up.
did exactly as I said. He baited the door and made Shazam actually pay attention to him, though. Despite that, even Shazam getting 2 is nice for him. It's going to add a little bit more toward his
What
ult,
the
which
fuck
is ready now.
is ShamWow
but
putting in his
that is,
coffee?
gonna be
Rip,
just
I
good
want a
pincer
fucking drug test for
TSM.
that boy. Are you
Putting
kidding
some
me?
fear into Sentinels and not
Drug test
giving
has been
them
conducted.
just the
It's clean.
comfort
Are you fucking
that
kidding
no one
me?
was going to be pushing him from behind there.
Bullshit.
And I wonder if it's going to be kind of the boy who cried wolf situation now, because it's been a consistent BBBBB.
That man is
Are
on
TSM
it.
now going to hedge their bets and stack towards A? I mean, yes, they are. That is going to be 4 players heavily towards A, but Sentinels look like they're going to say, well, you know what? We're just going to keep going B. We found a little bit of success here. We found momentum is working when we're able to get that early pick, so we're going to continue trying to do so.
So once again over toward B. Orbital strike on standby. Cutler staying in
hitting
that
B, huh?
camera. He's not
Okay.
going to leave elbow. He's just waiting for it.
my wire.
I think he might have another one of those trap wires there too. The wall actually does block him off, so he can't do anything in case the players did get hit by the trap wire. Now Hunter's Fury
There
from
you go.
behind the site.
Bang!
Drone tags 1, gets the kill on Dapper.
We're in
get split
position,
down.
baby.
And Sabrosa's there again.
Here we go.
He's doing it again. He's still inside of the TP room, which puts fear inside of the player that has to patrol inside of Hookah.
Sentinels do have orbital strike though.
Yep.
If Soms can get off of sight, which he has done so, this is still a winnable round.
Yep. Yep.
Pushed him.
Yep.
Cutler actually came through the elbow and then
Run it up.
burns the orbital
Run it
strike
up.
too. There's just enough time. There's plenty of time
Plenty
for them
of
to do
time.
this because they defuse
Don't teabag 'em.
halfway. Oh
Yep,
my
shoot their
goodness.
bodies.
And they get 2 ultimates out of them.
Yeah. Let me join in, boys. Come on. Listen to
Can we talk
coach.
about the
Good
stall
shit.
tactic from TSM and like how well they're using Hunter's Fury
Good
at the moment?
teabag.
Like, they sent 4 towards A. So there's
That
only
was a
one
3-way.
single player holding B.
It's
So, like,
okay
Cutler's
if
done
it's in a
pretty well
3-way.
to stay alive and just delay
there's a
enough. But
Sentinel
then Hunter's
bitch in the
Fury
middle
coming
for some
across and
leeway.
just
Come on,
denying
run
that
it.
plant just gave them enough time to surround
It's okay.
B site. And Sentinels have been phenomenal
Excellent.
with their retakes on B site, so
Excellent.
they know how successful you can be as long as you play it right. And TSM have
We
done
got
just
money.
that, giving
Win
them a
this
taste
round,
of
boys.
their
Come
own
on.
medicine.
Run it up.
And now it's the final round of this first half, and Sentinel's money is a little bit skew with. They're going to be defaulting towards B yet again, and the same Cypher trips just being put towards A to stop any sort of push out of showers and
Okay.
making sure that the rotations behind
What's
aren't
happening,
gonna be
Cutler?
comfortable.
Talk to me.
does manage to get out of dodge from Hookah.
Oh, what up, Reggie? You in chat? I seen you, buddy.
It was a mission.
We're going to Dave and Buster's on you after this, right?
Like, I think Cutler's happy with that, right? He's like, okay, cool. You know, I know that they're just going to be looking to put focus and force on this area again.
Yes, sir. Goddamn, that's right.
And he doesn't die in that exchange.
You're coming with us, chat. On him.
They still haven't struck yet, as they will be rejoined. I think Dapper and Sinatra were actually going to be together. Cutler does manage to avoid that. We'll get tagged a little bit from the shock dart, but it's not enough.
Cutler, dance, Cutler.
Was that Molly?
Dance.
Good placement there too, though, forcing him actually to play a little further back.
Are you kidding me?
Wall and expose himself. So Shazam's going to be able to benefit from that one greatly. Shazam with 2.
Was that our ult?
Spike is going to go down here. Drone was going to be a problem, but is handled instantly there by Dapper. Now as Wardell creeps around the corner, no shot for him. A tailwind is going to drift him right back outside. This is looking good here for Sentinels. They have so many players left alive. And Sinatra, they just went right for it. Even though Hayes is going to be causing some problems here, they knew where he was. They had him dead to rights.
Did we never ult the fucking side?
Into a 7-5 scoreline in the half.
So every match in this grand final, whoever is defended first has gone on to win. Is 7 rounds enough for TSM? Is going to be my question to you, Alex, because I'd say 5 isn't too bad when you're attacking. Sentinels will be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, they're super happy because now if they manage to pick up pistol, then they'll get another round, right? Not guaranteed, but it's a high probability that they'll be able to secure another round. You're tied game, you're back in the race, baby. That's it.
And I wonder whether Sentinels will try and go for something similar as TSM offered, where it's just sheer aggression down mid. It doesn't look like it is going to be so. Of course, Sentinels not having the same kind of flash ability. I mean, they literally have no flash ability in comparison to TSM, so they can't just flash their way down middle.
Okay. And this is also going to be the benefit of Jet, right? He uses that story, gets right in their face, and then is able to pick up at least 1 kill. So Rosa there to help out.
Get that bitch!
This is going to leave now Zom just with his head in a swivel. No
Where the fuck's Cilantro at? 3v1, bitch. He's that's not Cilantro. That's sick. Wait. Wait.
Oh my goodness. He gets the kill. He's going to be in this one. Oh goodness gracious. He's still dancing around. Oh my goodness! Oh, sick! Oh, sick! What a play!
Sick, you are a disgusting individual. The trigger discipline, phenomenal there. No right to win that round. And to be fair, I was a little bit scared when that player pushed out of lamps and he only had the classic, but of course, already pretty weak. Drone not able to do anything. And then just ring around the roses around L-Box and, well, advantage Sentinels, you'd have to say, by picking up the pistol there.
Let's get set up.
I mean, in this final, technically, Sentinels are ahead because they've won 2, TSM only won 1, but they carried the map advantage, of course, from coming from the winners bracket. But TSM, definitely the stronger team from this tournament so far. That's why they came from the winners bracket finals, and the fact they were able to knock down Sentinels in such a crazy fashion too. I think they not only surprised Sentinels, but they surprised the world with how well they were able to answer all the questions Sentinels posed.
Oh man, and that push through the smoke was quite ambitious. Although they do manage to procure themselves 2 kills, Shazam still being alive with his Bulldog will be a problem that they can't quite handle. So that is going to send the Spike over toward B, get some extra cash.
Get the money.
1v3, 48 HP. You know you're going to be surrounded here. The walls are going to be blocking you off, though, but perhaps can actually make this one in this half.
All right, 7-7. Tied up.
Sick didn't invest there as well. I mean,
let's get it.
Just had the ghost. He's got quite a big bank balance. The rest of the team, though,
let's go.
They did lose quite a lot, so
Kentucky Fuckhouse. We've been holding it in for a minute, but let's pull it out on Vine.
SMG,
come on.
But it's going to be a full buy on the side of TSM. So TSM definitely did that job in that second round to really damage the economy. And now we're all tied up at 7-7, and I mean, this just gets better and better. We got the default of 2 players over towards Showers. Again, Showers control is going to be important with any Brimstone on the map.
Smokes down.
But Zoms, I think, is going to try and take control of this orb consistently. Make it very difficult for any easy ultimate points.
First pick for Sick. That was a long play there that I'm almost certain Rosa was not expecting at all. And it was going to be just an op from Sick. It goes to show how much this man contributes to this team. Count your lucky stars. You didn't get picked on that one, but he'll be okay. Zom's playing the corner aggressively here. A full stack here on short. Also one working their way towards showers. There goes the smokes now, but the camera does pop this out, and it's going to slow this push a bit. And it's because of that reason that Zom's, that hesitation gets the kill.
Zom's got the kill, Sick got the pick with his op as well. The two players who had the big guns have done their job. TSM down to just 3. And I wonder whether we'll see them just back off now, cut their losses, take the ultimate orb, and accept that this is not going to be around for them, which is very good news for Sentinels, considering they did have some SMGs to work with. I mean, that's the advantage of Sick just going for that ghost in round 2, is that he does have the possibility of buying up that op in round 3. And it's something we see consistent oppers do, right? But Sick isn't necessarily that consistent opper for Sentinels, but the fact he has that in his arsenal and has the capability to do so is terrifying. It's not just scary, terrifying.
Oh boy, well this round is going to go to Sentinels. The early picks really set the tone for that map, or for that round rather.
It's okay.
And it's actually just setting the tone for this map in general. 3 rounds in a row now that Sentinels have laced together here to create themselves a lead that they have managed to benefit from. We literally said this before the half started. Get the pistol, not a foregone conclusion on the second, and you're back in this game. And it's like I'm a wizard.
Look how selfless Sick is as well, just giving up the op to Shazam and taking a bulldog. Like this, he's just a team player, and I think that's what you need, that kind of person on your team, right? Who is more than happy to play with the op when the time is right, but also give it up when you know that you have other players on the team who can also benefit from it. And it also means that TSM have to be on their toes. At the moment, they might be thinking, well, if we see a Sage, that might be the op, but instead, they're going to be surprised when, yet again, it's going to be Shazam appearing on the kill feed.
The drone clears out shower for the time being. So early on, they know no one's really going to be paying attention to this area. At least Zoms, though, and he sent some warning shots through, so we'll get a response back from Wardell. Be careful, though, because with that orbital strike, it can actually cause a big problem for them here. The orbital strike is going to force the player out to the side. And
there you go.
Has no other choice but to run into the loving arms there of Zoms. Well, that was going on, though. Drone managed to get that kill against Zoms.
Get that bomb down, baby.
Far out to the left. And now this spike is going to be going down. Wardell's playing the angle on top of this box. He does not want to leave this. He's watching. He sees him, but misses the shot in a rare occurrence here. Caught live on Twitch.
Rosa and drone this round.
Happened,
pure domination.
It's not strange.
Let it out.
How TSM have managed to just force their way
we ain't even in shower,
onto
bitch.
this site now. You
can have it. You can have it.
Wardell bails out.
You can have it.
Goes low, and that's 4 kills for Drone.
It's the dope boy knocking at your door, bitch. Pillsbury.
We're gonna be out of it. Joke's on you.
Hello,
They're
Drone.
right back in it. We're all tied up. 8-8.
Hello.
Just when Sentinels are probably thinking, okay, yeah, our economy's looking pretty good. We have the chance to constantly now penetrate TSM's economy. Nah, TSM, they're back in this. They're not going to roll over and show their bellies. This is a TSM who want this. They have the desire. They don't want to be considered the number 2 team anymore. They know that they have the potential to be kings of the mountain.
Big ults pulled out of them.
They were able to get on the site like that. I mean, smokes from Brimstone, of course, just so successful, and it was the post-plant positioning from Wardell on top of that box made it so difficult.
They always had him up there.
So
always
difficult.
had him up there.
Like, Sentinels weren't able to push out of heaven because of it, and even when they did push out of heaven, they were just dropping into rifles.
Plan haste. Plan.
So now going to be another set here for B. Got some intel that Sinatra's there. Here comes the Hunter's Fury now. And Drone just lining this up. Actually going to do some damage there to Sinatra. And that,
how the fuck are 3 of us dead?
But it
what happened?
Doesn't really help the fact that they ended up losing 2 players now, putting them in a 2v4.
I have the spike.
trouble is with a lot of these kind of Hunter's Fury clears now, what they're seeing in previous maps, that the Paranoia clears, they're becoming a little bit predictable because these teams have played each other so much and they've watched each other's footage so much that as soon as that Hunter's Fury came out, they knew there was going to be a push through Hookah at the same time. Sentinels were just in the right place to ensure that there wasn't going to be a comfortable push for TSM. Now it's a 2 versus 4, and they find themselves having to push out of Hookah, which is never, ever a fun situation.
But they know that 2 players are inside of metal because the shock darts were coming out, and then the scan came in from the recon dart, and it tagged Brimstone. So they now know that there is going to be a Brim and a Sova there. The Sage is a question mark, and they're really, I think that because of that, it's like there's no real opening for them. Just get the op and save this round up, you know, because you have no real place to go. You have no, if you fly out of Hookah, you're just gonna get shot up. So what's the real advantage of wasting that?
Well, take a deep breather. I'll give you extra fucking toppings on the Oreo Blizzard if you win this round for us. Come on.
The Hunter's Fury and no ultimates available now going into this round, and that means we're going to see a little bit of control of orbs. Sinatra very close to picking up his showstopper, and this was the Hunter's Fury just to clear Hookah. And even though Drone was able to get one, it was the grenade, the counter grenade from Sinatra, which was just so successful. And Sinatra and Hayes are the 2 players closest to their ults. I expect to see them try and get closer to these ultimate orbs.
We're going to get a little spread out default here for TSM. They'll group up back together here, and then no one has actually exposed themselves yet. I like the way that Sentinels have been playing Shower, because in the last round they actually didn't send anything over there, right? But it left Cutler, I believe. It left Cutler like waiting around. And then by the time he actually got back to the team, because all of that had actually fallen apart, there really wasn't much there. So he didn't give him any new knowledge to pull away from that.
Still no ultimates available, but smokes will come out, but also counter smokes available at the same time. And look at this camera, and he gets the tag as well.
There they are.
This is a huge tag with the camera. No. Oh, man. I was so worried that he was actually going to hit that shot. He disappeared right at the nick of time, because that could have been really, really bad. That said, though, now Sinatra just transfer this over. Thankfully, Shazam's there to help him out. And just like that, they pushed on through short, but then they're just going to get met. And the camera was the difference maker there. That high placement.
I am a nervous fucking wreck right now.
I wonder whether we're starting to see the real difference now between a lack of Sage on a defensive
what the fuck am I talking
Sentinels,
about?
when they're defending,
let's fucking get that money, boys.
It's just being able
Are
to
you
be
kidding me?
off. We're not
let's
seeing
stop fucking
these fast
shaking.
pushes through B that we saw consistently.
Get this fucking shit right now.
Aren't able to do so. There's the wall, and then there's the constant slows, and even with the Hunter's Fury to try and break through Luka, there was still too much utility there to stop them from pushing. So it means that TSM are kind of struggling to push towards B, so they're trying to refocus towards A, but just look at how many players are at A, how much utility is at A, the traps, the cameras, you've got everything you would need, you've got smokes to block off sight at the same time. Sentinels are in a good spot. It's starting to look a little bit worrying for TSM. I feel like they need this round, but they walk straight into the op of Shazam.
That's going to create some reaction there. A Blaze Wall out. Does tag one. We'll actually send him backwards now. They're going to be going over toward Link now, and I think that this has just become a very difficult task for them to accomplish. That first pick, it hurts. They don't have Brimstone now. They don't have Orbital Strike to get themselves back into this game. They don't have smokes. So they're going to have to play this one out. They have one curveball, and perhaps the recon might shift some players aside, but it's not something that I would necessarily bank on. That's why they're going at this the way that they are. And as Shazam waits this one out, the curveball is going to be played out right now, and he can just play this angle, but he peeked at that moment, and then he's going to get flashed. Even then, though, Sub Rosa is kicked, and the Hunter's Fury pointed right at the direction of Hookah does not allow them any kind of leverage to get on site. Time is going to be ticking here. Wardell knows that he's right there. He just cannot give up this op. They have to hold it, but they do not. And now we're getting close here. Dangerous territory for TSM.
Scary.
That first pick in that round, Gaskin, that was
pull out
massive.
the play.
I mean, just this pistol round
Let's go.
was everything right now. It's just given them the momentum in this second half to have a consistent economy and to keep on top of TSM. And now TSM have to make a decision here. Do they force up, or do they allow this to go to potentially 12 for Sentinels and then try and claw their way back? Their B hits have not been successful right now. Sentinels have had an answer every time, and it looks like it is going to be an eco round for TSM. So Sentinels should be picking up a 12, but we do see the blades are going to be available, and we know what Jet can do.
He knows exactly where Wardell is going to be, but he's not going to be too focused on him until he needs to be. But he actually should have been paying attention to him a lot sooner. And that's why these ultimates are so important, because now they manage to get the A site.
That's what I'm talking about, Wardell. Where the fuck was that 6 rounds ago, boy? Keep it up.
And that is why it's so important to save those ultimates for the right time. Even with an eco round, they're still doing a job here.
Sentinels
available, though.
knocking at your door, bitch. Want her around?
Oh, that's a big kill. That's a big kill. And this nade's actually going to be big, too, because it's going to apply some damage to Wardell. 85. Here comes the showstopper, and it lands right on Wardell. This is now going to be a winnable opportunity here for Sentinels. They get the kill. This could be match point here. It's all going to come down to Cutler. Cutler with a Sheriff. Does he have what it takes? Surely he does. He knows where they're going to be. Taps one, goes in for the other one, but he's actually going to hold on to it, but he gets off of it, and Sick is the hero for this team. Does he get the defuse? Yes, he does, with .03 remaining. Sentinels are at match point. Tournament point.
I thought the 0.06 yesterday was nuts, but 0.03.
Kidding me?
Jesus Christ, that was close.
How?
And now Sentinels on match point. But TSM, I mean, they made a round of it. They made a round of it there, but it was all on this play from Sinatra. I mean, that was a freebie. Then they got the info, and then the showstopper, of course. If Wardell had hit that shot, this could have been a completely different round, but just such fine margins between these two teams and the rounds that we're seeing being won.
He got up and challenged that. And with .03, I can't even. Match point now, tournament point for Sentinels. A few ultimates, though, are going to be available for TSM that they can utilize here. The run it back is going to be the first one to do so. A curveball inside of sight to try and create some clear. But look at where that op is actually going to be.
Let him have it.
Out for Sick, because when they jump out, he will get a kill.
Cutler.
I know that he's actually going to be focused toward this long, but if they commit to this, he can make the pick happen.
Oh, they don't commit to it, though.
Don't.
He has the res, so they need to probably commit to this, especially with that frag on the A site now.
Prepare for hellfire.
Pressure's on now. There they go. That's one for Sick. They know where he is. They worry about him. They have no choice to be concerned about him. But a great Blaze Wall's actually going to push Sick back. Now Sub Rosa's going to take some space inside of Garden. 2 players located on the defender side, but watch out for Sick on the rotation. Hookah's empty. He can go in there and play spoiler to TSM's chances of staying in this.
Rez is available, but he's not going to be able to get there to do anything about it, so they're going to have to just work with what they've got now. 2 rifles and an op for this retake for Sentinels. They've been so good at retaking, but Wardell instantly denies the op possibilities.
Now that is going to be a winnable moment here for TSM, but they're not out of the fire quite yet. Here comes Hayes, though. A brilliant flank wrapped around TSM. Still going to stay alive here, despite the best efforts of Sentinel Sick. That was just the angle he held. You don't normally expect that. So for him to be there and then slow them down, but even with that, it's Wardell who finds his mark against a rival opper.
Yeah, I mean, Wardell did so much there. He got the opening pick. He was able to follow up with Sabrosa getting aggressive using run it back
Wardell's
on
away.
B site. But I mean, also
He's
when
in
I
his
focus on what
zone.
Cutler was doing at A. All the meanwhile,
I
while
hope.
TSM were pushing towards B site, Cutler was still edging his
Let's
way
get it.
onto A just to show his presence, just to try and gain a little bit of information. And it was enough information for TSM to actually commit to that B site. They knew there was still at least one player there, so they knew they were going to have somewhat of an advantage over on B after their early pick. And now they go right back to the default, just spreading themselves out, trying to gain control of bathrooms and edging towards hookah as well. But it's a little bit of a stack in hookah. It is not going to be a nice situation if they do push themselves in here.
Oh, Sinatra, he's jumping up and down. He stays alive. Oh, 15 HP. He stays alive.
That's bullshit.
And he's still gonna be there.
That is bullshit. That
It was very almost
Riot, fix that.
free kill. I mean, if that
Fix
was
it.
Brimstone
Fix it.
Molotov, then you can count him out, right?
Oh, he's
He
burned
has to
alive,
push
yeah.
out.
He's toasted.
But the hot hand's just not as strong. Doesn't do as much damage.
Now it boils down to this. These two have worked in tandem very well before.
Oh.
Flashes out.
Oh.
Sabrosa gets
Hello.
that pick. The entry on Zoms.
Eat
Shazam
him.
inside.
Eat.
He has been miraculous this entire game. Is this going to be the moment where he actually manages
Oh,
to
hello.
pull one off, though? But it's Sabrosa again.
He's still running.
He has just been this thorn on the side.
Yeah,
that
go save
they
B
just
site, bitch.
cannot seem
Go
to
save
get
B
rid
site.
of at all.
Go.
They
Have
have to
fun,
save.
buddy.
Look at their economy. They have to save. They have no
Yes, they
choice
do.
but to hold on to these guns.
They're going to need to get the tweezers out soon and start pulling this thorn out. Otherwise, that thorn is going to get TSM closer and closer to potentially taking this to overtime, because they definitely have the potential to do so. You can see that the way they execute onto sites, they're very confident as soon as they
You can
are able
afford
to
one
at least
hunting.
get that early frag. The only times they've struggled is when Sentinels have been able to pick them off, whether it be with an AWP or whether it just be with a rifle trade. If TSM can consistently find their ways and consistently get that opening frag, then they're in a fantastic spot to bring this to 12-12.
Don't die.
And you're
Don't die
completely
here.
right.
Kill him.
Money's
Don't die.
not good for Sentinels.
Oh
Vic
shit.
trying to do
Okay,
his
that's
best
fine.
to stay alive with
Rosa
the
could die
stinger.
there. We have to honestly the hunt.
And they just need to make
The hunt
sure
was
now,
good.
Sentinels, that they have
He
enough
didn't get
money
the
for
gun.
next round.
He didn't get the
They've
extra
got two
gun.
rifles to work with
It's
here.
fine.
The one stinger, and the other boys might just have to work with potentially a shorty or
We
a
could
ghost.
afford. We could afford a hunt like that. That's good. It was worth the fucking risk. It
Right
was
now,
worth the risk.
advantage
100,000
for
bajillion
TSM.
million %.
You can see the loadouts
100%.
there.
That was the play. Just unfortunate
They
we didn't get
also will
anything
be
from it.
one for drone to get his Hunter's Fury, which is a great clear ultimate that can guarantee them, maybe not guarantee, but can actually edge them closer to this win. And that's what they're playing for. They're going to be going for this because they have to get that orb for him.
They've baited the rotate from Sentinels as well. Just that one smoke sent out by TSM means that now we've got 4 over towards A from Sentinels,
Mission.
and it's going to be a site dominance for TSM if they push this one quickly.
Deploying drone.
Mission accomplished. They got the orb. Now Dapper sees the drone coming in. He's playing that common position. They haven't really handled where that camera was going to be, but here comes the push. Now at the elbow, they'll more than likely wall this off, but actually Dapper's
He's
gonna be
gone!
pushing up
He's
top, and
gone!
the kill comes through.
Let's get
B-site's
it!
available.
That's their AR
They're gonna
down,
get
right?
in this-
Didn't
they're
Dapper
gonna
have the
plant it,
AR?
and they're right back in this game, and I don't even think they need to necessarily use Hunter's Fury if
Come
the
on.
moment doesn't call for
Yes!
it. They are going to be pushing this one. And
Cutler!
He's waiting there. He's waiting there. Gets
Come
the
on!
kills.
Prove him wrong, bitch!
He was waiting for the
Hold this
transition
dick,
through
pussy!
CT. It paid
Hold
off.
it!
He gets it. TSM now one step closer to getting in this game again and tying it up and taking it to OT.
Come on.
Oh,
One more.
my word.
Final stand for Sentinels.
This is
They've
it.
got the money to work with, and they should have the
Double up.
utility. They've got a res, they've got neural theft. On the other side, we've got Hunter's Fury, and we've seen what TSM try and utilize Hunter's Fury for, right? They try and push their way onto the
Clutchler.
site by blocking
Clutchler.
out different positions that people are used to defaulting to, and where they're going to be standing, and where they're going to be holding those angles. And maybe that can be enough to get them onto site, or if we see TSM
Deploying drone.
maybe get an early pick with this Hunter's Fury, getting a tag with a drone perhaps. Sabrosa getting aggressive now, and bathroom control, potentially everything here. This ultimate orb can really make the
Oh,
difference.
that's huge. Two
because
major
it
ultimates.
gives the ult
Major.
to the Phoenix. Sabrosa is gonna have run it back available.
Major.
Tension at an all-time high
Both
here.
of their
Both
ultimates,
of these teams
the enemy team's
have
ultimates
laid
are
it all
dependent
out on the line.
on another
Doesn't matter
factor.
whether you're a TSM fan
besides
or a
activation.
Sentinels fan.
Sage, a teammate
I
has
think
to
we
die.
can
They have to
all
get to the
agree
teammate
that
body.
Today, as we watch this game, we are simply just Valorant fans.
Fucking the
in
hat,
awe
dude,
of the skill
has to kill somebody.
that
Has to
these
go to the
two
body. Has
teams
to
have
activate it.
provided us
Our alts don't require
in
that.
this
If we play it
final.
good, we play it smart,
in
we
both
got
of
it.
their encounters throughout the Faze Valorant Invitational.
You know who the fuck I'm
Fakes
talking
with
about. I
noises
forgot
and
his name,
steps
bro.
and just trying
You
to
know.
do everything they can to dupe people out, but the rotation has already come out here from Sentinels.
Here we go. This is going to be for all marbles now, but the nade's actually going to force back some attention. Sabrosa waits this one out. He won't die
Drone!
because he
We're
will
down!
have that run it back, but Wardell is there. And he
That's
gets the
it!
First upper.
Get him the
Sabrosa
fuck out!
again is the hero. This team has been needed.
Get him out!
Steps up. Dapper gets slayed out on the outside. It's only going to be left up to the upper of Sentinels. Shazam to try and pull something together.
ShamWow,
But
get the
ladies
fuck
and
off my
gentlemen,
screen,
in Game
ShamWow.
5,
Get
we're
off my
going
screen,
to
ShamWow.
overtime.
Guess what?
Could we
Then
have
run
hoped
attack
for
side. We go to
anything
defense,
else in a
OT,
series? They
win this,
definitely
clap back
deserved
attack. Let's
an
get it.
OT. We've
Defense.
seen both teams
They're running
win
no
with
op.
the
We're running op. Let's
opposition
go.
picks. We get to Bind, which realistically was just the last map that's left over, and we cannot separate them after 24 rounds of Valorant. An incredible push there from TSM. The fact they were able to get the run it back first, they knew they were going to have it available. They got aggressive towards bathroom,
Wow.
which is a risk in itself.
That
GB.
raise bomb,
trying to take that bathroom
that
control
drone,
with how
fucked
hotly
them.
contested it's been
You
throughout
see
this
that?
entire game.
It acted
Showed
like a
lot of
flash
confidence from
grenade
TSM.
for
And
Wardell.
even though Sentinels
That
had
was
managed to
crazy.
stack that B site, it was the picks that Wardell was able to get alongside
my
the entries
gosh.
from Sub-Rosa.
Yeah.
Everything was flawless about that from TSM. Overtime, baby. Let's
Guys,
go.
they throw these
This
fucking
is
nades
it.
in
This
here,
is
man.
what
Just
we
don't
want.
get yourself
Nothing
caught
but
up in
right
that
hooks,
corner.
Left hooks,
You know better,
jabs,
Wardell.
haymakers. Hit him with everything you got.
There we go. Play out.
Win by
Don't
2.
play in.
You
Play
walk
out.
away
Don't play in.
as the champion
There we go.
of the most competitive North American Valorant tournament to date. $50,000 prize pool. The respect,
Play out. Don't play in.
everything
Nice.
that comes with it. But right now, though, as Sentinels on the attack, we'll be focusing here on this B short. Wardell, oh boy, he was waiting for that. If in case it actually came through, you know he would have nailed that shot.
Revealing area.
They did see 3 towards B, though, with that camera. Cypher got so much information, and that's why they're heading towards A, and they've walled off
Drone
Hookah.
lost this.
He's inside. Oh no, okay, he drops back on the corner, that little angle there. But the recouple actually is gonna tag 3
Baby,
people.
baby.
And Hayes
Where's
gets
their wall?
The kill on Zombs before he can place it.
Look
and
at the
then
fucking
puts
wall.
The Molotov right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, wall hookah.
Even from
Wall
being
you
able to
again,
get the
bitch.
spike, it
Come
puts
on.
him the spike transfer from
2v2.
Shazam. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
HP,
With the
and
flank.
definitely a drone
Rosa.
will get the spike back.
Come
Defense
on.
Coming out from the flank, it's Sub-Rosa as Dapper knows that this player is going to be here. His options are going to be severely limited. One in heaven, one located at short. And as he goes for the plant, Wardell can make this peek happen and get the kill. And he's going to nail the shot. Actually tags him and does a substantial amount of damage. But he's still going to be alive
doesn't
and
got
very
it.
much in this fight. If Dapper's alive, it's going to be a problem.
Come on.
Oh, there it is.
Let's go.
Wardell.
Let's
He just
fucking go.
waited
Cash
for it.
money,
He
baby.
waited
Cash
for
money.
the opportunity, but that
Pig
dart,
style. Pig
that
style, Wardell.
recon well,
Come on.
that was
Squeal
the
on his
round.
bitch ass. Come on.
Everything's going to come down to, at this point, it's going to be clutch moments, all right? Who can handle the pressure the best? Who can hit their shots when they need to? And if
more.
Wardell is on fire with
One
its
more.
off, then that is going to be bad news for Sentinels. Sentinels
Wardell
did really
woke
well
up.
to get onto site, of course.
He woke up.
Pulling off lamps and just being able to try
He
and
woke
get
up.
the plant, but the plant being denied by the flank. And Drone, I mean, just hitting shots
Look at
through
this
the smoke
shot.
was everything.
Bang.
I thought maybe we're going to see the chance for Sentinels, but after Shazam doing that, we
Classic
unfortunately didn't realize there
reverse
was going to be the
Kentucky
flank.
fuckhouse.
Yeah.
Secures us the first round. Number 2. Let's
So
go.
advantage TSM. All they need to do is win this attacking round to win this tournament.
Sure, all they need to do.
Oh yeah, I make it sound easy, but
Guess what? You want to know
go
what
for a
the
little bit of showers control early, just with Cypher to try and see if there's going to be any aggressive push. But you're going to need a lot of confidence and a lot of bravery to make any sort of aggro push down either showers or be long when you're in overtime. You've got Cypher trips everywhere right now just to try and deny any sort of flanks. But it's definitely going to be an A hit here.
And Dapper has that camera again. They really have not had an answer to dealing with this camera. And here comes the push, and an immediate response there is going to give Zoms the first kill, first blood on Sabrosa, which is big considering how much Sabrosa has contributed to this team. And then Dapper playing around that. That smoke was so nicely done too.
Okay.
Enough of a crack there.
Let him have it.
Doesn't even matter because Hayes goes inside. He gets 2 headshots.
Let him have
He's gonna
it.
get that spike down.
That's what I'm talking about, Hayes. Fucking nerves of steel.
Yeah,
You
again,
old
stepping
fart.
up at the right time. This man is an absolute beast.
You old
Oh
fuck.
no! Oh no! The orbital strike forces them back. Okay, so now more delay, but they'll be back in here. They can heal. They will be fine. But it's a
Done.
2v3. Now it's
Done.
gonna be a 1v1. It's just up
He ain't
to
got
six.
it.
He has been.
He ain't got it.
It's not
He
gonna
ain't got it.
matter
Let's
because
go.
Lord Down gets
Let's
the final
fucking
shot.
go.
And
Let's go.
TSM are your Faze Valorant Invitational
Let's go.
champions.
Run it up. Light it up. Oh.
What a game.
Boy,
What a
were
game.
they made to work
Woo!
for it as well. I mean, credit to
They're
Sentinels.
the best.
They were a map
They're the
down
best.
coming into the grand
Pay
finals.
raise.
They brought it all the way
Pay
back
fucking
to
raise.
game
I demand
5.
it.
But TSM,
I don't have
came down
any
to the
authority
clutch
to demand
moments,
it, but I
winning those
fucking
1v1
demand it.
individual battles, penetrating,
Let's
and
go.
executing onto the sites. I mean, I've got to give a shout out to the entire
Let's
squad.
get it.
TSM looked